I think I am live. I hope that I can download this. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at myself. I need to be looking here. Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing very, very well. I'm just making sure I can be seen. Okay. Ruby can see me. Mwah. Kisses. My name's Mariah. I like to start a video with a nice stretch. Doesn't it feel good? My name's Mariah. Welcome. Welcome to my first, I might have tried this before, but welcome to my more official live stream on YouTube with a fancy camera. I'm still continuing my new series going over the Gnostic texts, but since I am reckless and crazy, I don't really like to edit what I'm saying or take stuff out, and it's not really because I'm reckless and crazy, it's because I'm lazy. I might get there one day. You never know. Now that I'm dabbling, new camera, light, microphone, who freaking knows what is possible. Soon I might be one of those YouTubers that has like all these shoo edits, but whatever. I just really can't be arsed because we've got work to do. We have very important work to do. We've got stuff to study, and that is the Gnostic texts. Now, if you are not new to my channel, I'm sure you've seen me refer to the Gnostic texts, and you're probably like, what are these? What is she talking about? This crazy lady, who freaking knows? Well, there were books, essentially, that are contemporary with the Bible that were left out of the Bible. I'm sure if you're somebody who is on my channel, watches my videos, then you probably already know that the Bible that we know now is not at all the first version that we got, and it's been heavily edited and redacted, and certain books taken out, other books put in. And in my previous video where I went over my absolute favorite book in the Nag Hammadi codices, On the Origin of the World, I describe that it seems like the voice of the author of Genesis is speaking from the perspective of the archons. So if that sounds like crazy to you or really interesting or whatever, go check out my last video. I just posted it yesterday, I think, of On the Origin of the World, which is another book found in the Nag Hammadi codices. Sorry, I have the sniffles a little bit. If you have never read any of the Gnostic texts, they are indeed called the Nag Hammadi codices. They were found in these like clay, I want to call it a tablet, but I know it's not a tablet, a clay jar. And they were like found as papyrus because a child was living in Nag Hammadi and looking through the caves and was looking for kindling to burn and ended up finding all these texts. So, and actually I'm not really sure if it was a child, or if it was just like somebody that was looking for kindling. Regardless, it was found, and it was found relatively recently. If we're talking about biblical books, it was found, rediscovered in 1945, and then it wasn't translated or published as translated, I believe, until the 70s. So the work that we're looking at is relatively new to the scene, but you'll find that it is very ancient information, ancient wisdom, Sophia, and it's very poignant to today. And the text that I'm going to cover today is, I definitely have like a top 3, I would say, and this is coming in at number 2. So the last one I did, On the Origin of the World, no holds barred, that's my number 1. I also, if you're watching me, which I think it might just be Ruben right now, cheers. But I think it's nice to, have a little glass of wine, do a little reading, do a little intrigue, grow the brain a little bit beyond the the boundaries that are given to us by the Old Testament, which is like a tiny little box. Abrahamics love boxes, don't they? Uh-huh. So I'm going to start with Thunder Perfect Mind is what it's called. This is the book that we're going to be reading today. Now, sometimes it's called just Thunder. I like to call it Thunder Perfect Mind. I think it's a wonderful title. And interesting note before I get started is it was featured in a Prada ad, which is interesting to me that they would it's I'll try to find the ad and link it, but I believe it was done, produced, whatever, directed by Ridley Scott's daughter. I think Daisy Ridley is her name. I'm not entirely sure, but it's like follows this woman through the city, and obviously I don't know, it's a Prada ad. I'm sure she's wearing Prada, whatever. And it has somebody narrating, like reading the text behind this woman in like a bustling city, like walking around and stuff. It's really cool. And and I find that super interesting that Prada featured it. You know what I mean? Like to me, that's like super random. However, not entirely random because I do believe and know that there's a lot of people that have a lot of influence that, let's say, either know the truth, which is Gnosticism, or they use it as a shield, or I'm not sure, but they definitely know. And a lot of these Hollywood types are at least, I mean, you can get into whatever, call them Satanists, whatever, but a lot of them are theosophists. And theosophy is, now I should do a video comparison. I'll have to do a little more research on that, but theosophy is highly involved with the goddess and the goddess Babylon, which I would argue is also Sophia, and they do honor Sophia as well, and they really, they hold that female figure at the center of their um, of their religion, I guess. Would you call theosophy a religion? I'm not sure. So whatever. So this has some mainstream traction, and you'll find that a lot of this Gnostic stuff, once you find the themes, it shows up everywhere. It's everywhere in Hollywood. I have a video called Is Hollywood Gnostic, where I basically say yes, but they don't want you to be. They're giving you like little tidbits and hoping that you don't put the real truth together, essentially, is what I think. Anyways. So this book is very interesting. It's kind of like one really long poem. It's written from the perspective of Sophia, I would say. And the first header we have, I think it might be the only one. This is not like so long. It's not as long as yesterday. So I believe I can read this all. I don't know. I might skip through some, but let's see. I'm already at 8 minutes. I just talk so much, but whatever. Okay. So Thunder. I was sent out from the power and have come to you who study me, and am found by you who seek me. Look at me, you who study me, and you who hear me, hear me. You waiting for me, take me into yourselves. Don't banish me from your vision. Don't let hatred enter your voice against me, or let anger enter your hearing. In no place, in no time, be unknowing of me. Be alert. Don't be ignorant of me. Ha ha ha. I am the first and the last. This is like the most popular part, I would think. If you've heard any part of Thunder Perfect Mind, you've heard this. And this is also in the Prada Ad. I am the first and the last. I am the honored and the scorned. I am the whore and the holy. I am the wife and the virgin. I am the mother and daughter. I am the members of my mother and the barren one with many sons. I have had a grand wedding and have not found a husband. I am a midwife and do not give birth. I am the solace of my labor pains. I am bride and groom, and my husband produced me. I am the mother of my father and sister of my husband, and he is my offspring. See, if you like follow that literally, you're like, what? I am a slave of him who prepared me and ruler of my offspring. He produced me earlier, yet on my birthday. He is my offspring to come, and from him is my power. I am the staff of his power in his youth, and he the rod of my old age. And whatever he wants happens to me. This part, I believe, is talking about the relationship between Sophia and the demiurge. That she like technically did birth him, and he is the reason why we have death, but she is the reason why he has youth. If that makes any sense. I am a silence incomprehensible and an idea remembered often. I am the voice whose sound is manifold. I am word whose appearance is multiple. I am the utterance of my name. Why do you who hate me love me and hate those who love me? You who deny me confess me, and you who confess me deny me. You who tell the truth about me lie about me, and you who lie tell the truth. You who know me be ignorant of me, and those who have not known me let them know me. I am knowledge and ignorance. I am shame and fearlessness. I am shameless and ashamed. I am strength and fear. I am war and peace. Hear what I say. I am the disgraced and the grand being. Consider my poverty and wealth. Don't be arrogant when I am cast down on the earth, and you will find me in those who are to come. Don't stare at me lying on a dung heap. Don't run off and cast me away. In the kingdoms you will find me. Don't stare when I am cast with the disgraced in the most sordid places, or laugh at me. Don't throw me among those violently slaughtered. I am compassionate and cruel. Be careful. Don't hate my obedience or love my self-control. When I am weak, don't forsake me or fear my power. Why do you despise my fear and curse my pride? I am a woman existing in fear and in my strength when I tremble. I am a woman weak and carefree in a pleasant place. I am senseless and wise. Why have you hated me in your councils? I will be silent among the silent and appear and speak. Greeks, why do you hate me? I love that. She's like, Greeks. Because I am a barbarian among the barbarians. She is one of us, you know. I am the wisdom of the Greeks and the knowledge of the barbarians. I am the judgment of the Greeks and the barbarians. My image is great in Egypt, and I have no image among the barbarians. I am hated everywhere and loved everywhere. I am called life, and you have called me death. I am called law, and you have called me lawlessness. I am the one you pursued and seized. I am the one you scattered and gathered together. I am the one before whom you are ashamed, and to me you are shameless. I am the woman who attends no festival and whose festivals are many. I am godless and one whose God is great. I am one you studied and you scorned me. I am unlettered and you learn from me. I am one you despise and you study me. I am one you hide from and you appear to me. When you hide, I show. When you appear, I hide. Take into me understanding from grief, and take me from understanding and grief. Receive me into yourselves from other places, ugly and destroyed, and steal from the good even in their ugliness. Out of shame, take me to yourselves shamelessly. Without shame and with shame, rebuke what is mine in you, and come to me, you who know me, and you who know my members, and make great ones among small first creatures come to childhood. And don't despise it because it is small and tiny. Don't turn away from the great in parts from the small, for the small is known from the great. Why do you curse and honor me? You wound me and have mercy. Don't separate me from the first you have known. Don't cast out or turn away. Turn away and not know. There's some stuff that I believe. Oh shoot, I'm shaking the whole thing. I believe that some of the words were like ripped out. I know the first ones, and those after them know me. I am perfect mind and rest. I am the knowledge of my search, and finding those who look for me. The command of those who ask about me, the power of powers. In my knowledge of angels sent at my word, and of gods in their season sent by my counsel, and of spirits of all who exist with me, and of women who live in me. I am one who is honored, praised, and scornfully despised. I am peace, and war has come because of me. I am alien and citizen. I am the substance, and one without substance. Interesting, because we just saw that movie. Well, I saw it, but we just had that movie released called The Substance. Very interesting, and it's about two women, Maiden and the Crone. There's no mothers in that movie. But you'll find that Hollywood uses these keywords as an indicator that they know the truth and they're kind of using it, but not giving you a full enough truth to change your life. When really the truth is that we are of the earth and the earth is who created us, and she can connect to us at any moment and free us. But they don't want you to be free. Those unconnected to me are unfamiliar with me, and those in my substance know me. Those close to me are ignorant of me, and those far away have known me. On the day I am close to you, you are far, and on the day I am far, I am close to you. I am within, I am of natures, I am of created spirits, the request of souls. I am control and the uncontrollable. I am union and dissolution. I abide and dissolve. I am below and they come up to me. I am judgment and acquittal. I am sinless and the root of sin comes from me, demiurge. I am lust outwardly, yet within me is control. I am hearing for all, and my speech is indecipherable. I am an unspeaking mute and enormous in many my words, which is how we hear her within us as our inner wisdom. That's Sophia. Hear me in gentleness and discover me in roughness. I am the woman crying out and cast upon the face of the earth. I prepare bread and my mind within. I am the knowledge of my name. I am the one who cries out and I listen. Some stuff is missing there. I am called truth and iniquity. You honor me and whisper against me. You, the vanquished, judge those who vanquish you before they judge you, because in you the judge and partiality exist. If you are condemned by one, who will acquit you? If acquitted by him, who will arrest you? What is in you is outside, and one who fashions you outside shapes you inside. That's like a riddle, but I talk about it in my article with the Northern magazine. Shout out to Gracie and the Northern Astrology. I will include a link below to that. But essentially, and this is also from John Lamb Lash. Shout out to John Lamb Lash. But the core of the mysteries and the core of the mystery cults is the realization that the consciousness that arises through you is also feeding you from the outside in. So I've explained this in my dreams video before too. It's like, if you're in a lucid dream, technically those little members within your lucid dream are of your mind. We are in the lucid dream of our planet, and we are her dream members. So she can, like, she's enlivening us. She is our life, and yet she is also everything that's around us, and that is our material reality becoming. I have a really good visual of it, but it's really hard to put into words. But she fashions us on the outside. It's literally, I mean, there's really not a better way to explain it other than a dream, especially if you have experienced a lucid dream before. What you see outside, you see within you. Excuse me. It is visible in your garment. Hear me, hearers, and find out about my words, you who know me. I am the hearing all can reach. I am speech undecipherable. I am the name of the sound and the sound of the name. I am the sign of the letter and the designation of the division. Look at his words and all the writings completed. Be alert, hearers and angels and those sent and you spirits arisen from the dead. I alone exist and have no one to judge me. Many pleasures exist in many sins, uncontrolled passions and disgraceful desires and brief pleasures embraced by people until they sober up and float up to their place of rest. There they will find me and live, and they will not die again. So, yeah, I mean, this text is like, it seems very modern to me anyways. It seems very modern in the sense that it's like one long prose of just poetry essentially. And and to be found in the Nag Hammadi codices, I think is really significant, because that, I know that it's not written by Sophia, but if you're going to read the Bible and say that it's the word of God, then this is the word of the Aeon Sophia who gave us life. And, I believe that there are people who can enter into a trance, enter into meditation, and start to channel her. And I would argue that this is a channeling of Gaia Sophia, of our mother planet, the Aeon Sophia, who created us, and it is her voice coming through. And essentially what this is saying is, she's all around us. She is whatever you say she is, and what you say she's not, she's there. And when you're calling out for her, she's too far away from you. And I love the end part. I think that the end part is really, um really drives the point home of what is in you is outside, and one who fashions you on the outside shapes you inside. What you see outside, you see within you. It is visible in your garment. So that is like, I mean, look at physics. We the observer, as the human, augment reality by viewing it, by observing it, by manifesting it. So that view, those eyeballs, that inner consciousness that is interacting with our reality that way, is Sophia, is within our body. And also it's like we're projecting onto her, and she is the projector that lives inside us. So it's a, we have free will, which is why we feel like we have an ego. Well, I mean, we do have an ego, but why we feel like we are separate from her is because of our ego and because of our free will. And that is also a gift. It is also a gift to be separated from her and have that experience of coming back to her and having that wonderful reunion or remembering. It's really a remembering. It's something that's so deep, deep, deep within us, and every single day in every single way. But there's also the genetic memory of honoring the goddess that's been done for ever, up until the past 2000 years or so, when they decided to rewrite everything and hope that this just goes away. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that when the power that you are trying to suppress is the consciousness within every single human being, is the Holy Spirit, is the goddess Sophia, who made all life and is here as our planet Earth, is here as our souls, and is between every person, and is every person, and is in those interactions. So yeah, this is one of my, again, like I said, I probably have like a top 5 that I could narrow down, but this is, number 2, Thunder, Perfect Mind, Nag Hammadi Codices. I am going to link it below if you would like to read it on your own. It is really beautiful. And like I said, Hollywood knows about it. So why don't you and use it? Really connect to the goddess of your life, who is here as planet Earth. She is the soul of planet Earth. She is your soul. She is the world soul, and her Earth is her material body. Earth is what she fashions herself with. Your body is what she fashions herself with. And when we can really allow that to come through and move us forward by listening to our intuition, because that is the Holy Spirit, Holy Wisdom, Holy Sophia, it's like the dream just connects and synchronicity abounds, because we are co-dreaming with her. We are aligning back in. We're kind of like locking back into place where we should be, and not really getting distracted anymore, because the archons would love for you to be distracted. This is freaking, election night. Even though I'm pretty sure it like takes a lot longer to actually count the vote. So, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm Canadian. I just don't really care. Um, I will say I did have a dream about Trump winning, but this was like back in January, and it was interesting. I tweeted about it, and essentially it was like, everybody was on a boat, like with a lot of people that I knew. It was on like a big cruise, and everybody was celebrating that Trump was president, and everybody had money again. That was my dream. I mean, more happened. I have it written down somewhere, but I had that dream in January, and I just remember being like the most important message of that dream was that Trump became president, everybody had money again. And I was like, Huh. It's not like I don't have money now. It's just, you can really feel the difference in the economy for sure. Because unfortunately, the United States does have a lot of influence on the rest of us, especially since I'm up here in Canada. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop it there. Let me know what you thought of the Thunder Perfect Mind. Let me know if you've ever read it. I think it's really cool. And like I said, it's very modern to be an ancient text. And it's, yeah, I mean, even right here, like the substance, I think that that is very interesting and something that I didn't realize before because I didn't read it, right after I saw the movie. And there goes Hollywood again. Hollywood just, they know it and they don't want you to know the full truth. So, with that, I bid you adieu. I will end the stream.